Bonjour, everyone. You're going to need a few of them, Keg. You're going to get
Oh,
on them. I think everyone needed them to get through that penalty shootout, which we will get on to inevitably, or we'll just get on to it whenever. Now, fuck it, whatever. I mean, there's not much else to talk about until the penalty shootout. Was the Newcastle have scraped through, had to scrape through, had to bring on £60 million worth of substitutions to get a result in Wales against League Two Newport. Newport, you got a feel for them. Blasted penalty over the bar. Buzzing, obviously, did. Glorious. Want to be in the quarter final. But yeah, they were probably the better side of the night, especially first off. They showed they wanted it more. They pressed us. The close were down. Newcastle didn't make up until about the 80th minute, especially goal scorer John Joe Shelby. Nothing was happening for us. Nothing was coming off. They were playing for their lives, fighting for everything in the defence. Like I say, pressing, intensity. Had a couple of chances as well that they wasted. And let's get straight to it then, Keg. I mean, 5 minutes on the clock, and Gillespie has got to do better, doesn't he? Has a howler that gives Newport the lead.
yeah, shocking. That first 5 minutes going 1-0 down. Like he's got to do better, to be fair. Like the young lad, Twine, he had a great game, to be fair. Had a great effort from about 30-odd yards. It was like Cristiano Ronaldo-esque effort off the bar. Now we can really do about that. But then it falls to Abraham's. Falls to Abraham's on the edge of the box. And it's not even a great effort. It goes through Kraft's legs, so maybe Gillespie sees it late. But after the first shot, he's back in position. He's central to his goal. He seems to see it well enough. He goes for it, but it just kind of like goes over his wrists instead of either trying to catch it, which he probably could do quite comfortably, or palming it away. It just goes over his wrists. Like, that's bread and butter for a goalkeeper. Like, there was no venom in the shot. It was a bit of a scuff, to be fair. Like, Howard conceded that as an absolute joke. But being so early on, only 5 minutes into the game, you think, all right, we've conceded a sloppy goal. Snake baller, just calm down, go back to basics. We've got 85 minutes to score 2 goals against a League Two team. Can't be that difficult. We scored 7 last week. We were 5-0 up at half time. It's easily to get back into it, but first half was abysmal. Absolute shocking performance. We should be embarrassed by that.
Definitely. I mean, going back to the goal, though, Gillespie, it looks like there's some fucking match fixing going on there. There's just no reason why I can't save that. Like you say, it's an easy power. You get your hands to it, push it away. Or you can probably collect it. There's not that much pace on the top. It reminds us of like Scott Carson for England back in the day. Was it Euro 2008? We failed to qualify for. Everything was going past him, jumping over him, puddles in front of him. I mean, there was no excuses for that. Gillespie, that was poor. And after he had a really good couple of games for Newcastle, a couple of clean sheets, and that for me set the tone for especially the first. Well, until the 80th minute, like I said, but for the majority of the game, it gave Newport, the tails up in Newcastle just didn't really look interested or want it that much. Where I said in the preview, this is going to be a much tougher game than Morgan. Newport are better footballing side, a battling side, and they are going to want to progress, and they were so close to doing so. So respect to Newport, unlucky.
They defended their lives, and now they defended incredibly. Massive credit to Newport for taking it this far.
Definitely, aye. But it took a touch of Premier League class from John Joe Shelby, who before that had been John Joe Barry, as I would call him, Sunday League Shelby, where he's just fat, uninterested, doesn't turn up, lazy. It was like you said, 80th minute, just realises, 1-0, what's the score? 1. 10 minutes away from getting knocked out. I'll tell you what, pass me the ball, I'll do something with this. where the fuck was everyone else and him 80 minutes before that? I mean, this review would have been mental if we hadn't won on penalties, because I was fucking raging throughout that game. It was so shit. If you have to watch along, you'll just see how angry and disappointing and embarrassing it was to be a Newcastle fan throughout that, really.
Yeah, it was an absolute shocking performance. Like, we've getting away with one again. We did this at the weekend. Like, we got away with one at Tottenham. A bit of a jammy VAR decision, stole a point. The day it took were 80 minutes to actually perform decently against a League Two team, and was scraped past on penalties. So, like, on paper, Brucey might give credit for this, because you look at it on paper, 1-1 against Tottenham, that's not a bad result, to be fair, but we were absolutely shocking in that game. And we've getting through. It doesn't really matter how we got through. We're now in the quarterfinals, but these last 2 performances have been shocking. Even the Brighton game as well. Terrible performances. Like Shelby the day, half of them, to be fair, the majority of them on the field today,
Everyone, really.
Like up until the 60 million pounds worth of substitutes were absolutely appalling. Joelinton was tremendous when he came on. Again, he's been our best player for the last 3 games in a row, to be fair. I honestly don't even know what was going on to them. It's like I say in the live stream, like John Joe Shelby just didn't even know what was happening. It's like he had an out-of-body experience and just came back to life in the 80th minute, realised we were losing, and now we need to like turn it into second gear now. It's like, are you fucking joking? It's
exactly.
Newport.
That's
it's
what it was.
2. It should have taken 87 minutes to score 1 goal.
Imagine if he actually just started the fucking engine and progressed throughout the motorway and got on to 3rd or 4th gear. We would have been out throughout that game.
We could have been 2-1 up half-time.
Stuck in neutral until 10 minutes to go, and then we're finally, just about got round and roundabout and equalised. We actually had performed the night. Maybe it would have been another 7-0, but the night Newport showed they wanted more. We didn't turn up at all. So it took that long, like you say, just to even get the fucking wheels in motion. But Joelinton was really good when he came on, and I feel sorry for him missing that penalty. Like, we'll get on the penalty shootout then. Joelinton's the only miss for Newcastle in that penalty shootout. Thankfully, Newport blazed it over in the end, and Gillespie saved. Did he save one, or was it wide as well? He saved it, didn't he?
He saved one. It was kind of straight down the middle. I think he saved it with his legs. In the last one.
I think his legs ended up going in the opposite corner, didn't it? But
it was close.
The only one to miss in black and white was Joelinton, and the second one who stepped up for the 2. And I felt sorry for him there. Like, you just want that to hit the back of the net after a game coming on. What impressed me tonight, we'll talk about more on player ratings actually, but he was good when he came on.
Yeah.
But the main thing is Newcastle somehow are in the hat for the quarter-final. I think the draw's Thursday night. And we've got, Spurs are already through. You've got Brighton, Man U playing now. Man City are beating Burnley. So if we talk about getting out of second gear, we're going to have to be in 4th or 5th gear if we want to get through the semis, because there's only good teams left, really, I think.
Yeah. We've been fortunate to get through here with a couple of League 2 teams and a fairly tough opposition in Blackburn. So we've been fortunate that now, it's the business end, quarterfinals, over the moon to get into the quarterfinal. But here's what our position going to be. It's going to be tough if we've got any chance of going through to the semis. It's going to be tough. This could be the end of the road. If we're going to struggle to get past Newport, God forbid we get a fucking Tottenham or a Man United or a Man City or something. Jesus.
Well, that's it. Definitely avoid Man City because it's their cup, innit? But tonight just got through, and the surprising thing about just getting through is how strong the starting lineup was. There was no youngsters in there. No really reserves. Apart from Gillespie, the keeper, and the odd substitute like Kraft or a Sean Longstaff. There's a really strong starting side in Jacob Murphy, but Andy Carroll up top. We'll touch on him more, but just quickly, he was fucking horrendous tonight.
That's probably why the substitutes worked so well. Carroll was just uninterested. He had no meaning of being there. Didn't want to know. Was lazy, not getting in the box. It was like having 10 men. And once we took him off, got Joelinton and Wilson, who actually tried, that's when we went into second gear. We're finally, that was about 20 minutes. We've started to get into the game gradually. We're finally getting into the final third, getting some balls into the box. But it wasn't until 10 minutes left on the clock where we're actually really, really trying to find that one goal that we needed. We'll touch on player ratings, but it's not going to be positive. There's not going to be very high numbers of the night.
No, but Brucey gets away with another one, and like you say, it all looks good on paper. I got the Newcastle to the quarters of the FA Cup last year, quarters of the League Cup this year. It's just a joke.
Walking on eggshells, old Brucey been cracking too many eggs for his bacon sandwiches. He's fucking trodden on them all.
He has been really lucky with these draws again, and like you say, if it's going to be like the FA Cup, we'll come up against Man City, like we did last season. It's going to be game hour, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see for that draw. Fingers crossed that we'll get another one out of the bag. Progressing the cup, because the less said about tonight, the better, really, because it was a truly horrific performance for Newcastle for a good 80 minutes, and then the last 80 minutes we decided to turn up, pepper the goal. And like I say, fair play at Newport, defended well, put the boys on the line, penalty shoutouts, a lottery. It's all about luck. Newcastle and Brucey had a bit of luck to get through.
Massive.
Let me know in the comments below what you thought watching the game, the penalty shootout, everything else. Stay tuned, player ratings to come. Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself. Brucey will be with Afghan.